Hey guys, what is going on? I'm TrickyMist and welcome back for another video. In today's video we are on Diablo Immortal and we are going to be talking about a legendary farming route along with some additional information on legendaries in general. So as I was saying, we are going to be talking about pretty much everything about legendaries in general. But before we get into any of the information, be sure to hit the subscribe button because it really helps out a lot. Leave a like if you like the information and leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions. So if you guys don't even know what legendaries are, if you guys are brand new to the game, or if you guys have not gotten a legendary yet, let me just show you why you need to farm the legendaries out right away. Now, we are currently in Westmarch and we are located over here, Rakis Plaza, where it has pretty much all the little craftables. And you'll go up to this person, Zamina, I think that's the name of her. But you'll click on her, go to Essence Transfer, and this is pretty much where you're going to put your old legendaries in, especially if you guys want to be able to use the passive ability from the legendaries. This will really help out, especially if you guys are going for a very specific build. And now know the passives on here are going to be completely different depending on the class that you are. Currently I am a demon hunter, so obviously everything's going to be revolving around my skill sets and stuff like that, but they are pretty much all different. You can just kind of pick and choose, but essentially want to max out this screen, specifically the extract screen. But the main reason why you want to extract everything is because you can inherit any of these pieces with whatever you want. So if I wanted to change this, all I would have to do is go here. We'll give it Vision of Lost Sight, or Vision of the Lost. Sorry about that. Click on that and then we'll hit Inherit. Now we can inherit as many times as we want. No matter what happens, it'll automatically change the appearance, change the passive of the legendary, but all the stats will stay the same, which is actually really nice. But that's pretty much why you want to get as many legendaries as possible, especially right before the big nerf comes out. So as you guys know, the nerf is coming out on this upcoming Monday, which is going to be June 20th of 2022. It is going to be well, actually I don't really know when it's going to be happening specifically, but I just know they're either going to let you know either through a message, which you guys can find up over here. Click on this and you'll probably get a message right there. But they'll probably do that method, or they're just going to do a little hot fix that gets added to the server. But essentially what's going to be happening with the nerf is that they're going to be lowering the drop rates. Currently the drop rates are really insane. Basically the reason why I say that they're insane is just because I can probably do 2 hours of grinding and reach the daily cap. Granted, it's not really a cap that you can get for like legendaries, but everyone usually gets about like 6 per day, which is why everyone always assumes that it's capped out and so on. But in actuality, what happens after you reach 6 legendaries is that the drop rate gets nerfed like big time after that point. So let's just say on like elite kills, it's probably like a 20% chance of a legendary dropping. If you're really lucky, you can get them non-stop until you reach up to the 6, and then after that it probably goes down to a 1% chance, which is really unlikely to even get, because it's 1 out of 100 chance of it dropping. But now you can get more than 6 per day if you're really lucky. It really just depends on how lucky you are with the RNG system in the game. But more or less, you want to farm out as many legendaries as possible. I know I keep driving that home just because you want to maximize your extractables. That way you can inherit whatever you want. You guys can critique your builds and do a lot of things. But enough about talking about that. We are going to be going to my personal favorite farming route. Now I am currently on Hell 2, as you guys can see right there. And the farming route that I personally use all the time is in Frozen Tundra. And now the main reason why I'm always in here is just because of a very specific enemy, which I'll put a screenshot right here up on screen so you guys know what to look for. It is going to be kind of like a orange skull, kind of reddish. If you guys know the actual name, it is called an Ancient Elite. Now, the Ancient Elites have 3 buffs that currently buff them up in order to make them even stronger than the other elites. Like there's blue elites, yellow elites, and then orange or red elites. Hey, look at that. There's one right there. You guys can literally see it right on screen. So I guess I don't really have to put up the screenshot. But more or less, they are going to be having 3 buffs. So I guess we'll go over here and try and get a little thing. So right there, he has 3 buffs on him. This very specific Ancient Elite buffs up all the surrounding NPCs and makes them even harder, slightly faster, attacks faster, just because they are the Prowlers. But it does take a little while to destroy them, depending on your combat level, your combat rating. Mine was just slightly above the combat rating just to be able to fight these guys. As for health 2, it is 1220, I believe. Alright, you guys, we are going to be showing you guys the farming route. Now, I figured showing it on the map will probably be better than me running around the area, because you probably wouldn't really learn that much, and it will be much faster showing you guys right here on the map. All you guys have to do is follow my mouse. I know the mouse is pretty much identical to the colors on the screen, but more or less you will spawn here right on the teleport. The Plains of Blood waypoint is more or less where you want to spawn at. As soon as you spawn in, there's going to be a group of monsters right there. Actually, I'll put a screenshot of where every single group of monster will be right after we do the farming route, so you guys roughly know where to find all the monsters. But more or less, you'll spawn right there, continue this little pathway all along here, go in here, clear out this area. By the way, there is a hidden lair entrance over here by like little corner. But go back out. You won't go over here into this section because over there it's not really worth it. And then you'll go right on up, pretty much just following the outskirts. And you'll continue doing so until you reach the staircase. Now it's up to you if you really want to go into the abandoned village. I personally don't. I just kind of skip over it. You go straight back down, like head straight south down after that point, and then continue the outline. So it's kind of like you're doing a figure 8 more or less. You'll get over here, do the same thing, just keep following the outline, and you'll pretty much get all the mobs. Now, depending on the difficulty that you guys are on, you guys will probably see a bunch of other people. Hell 2, there's currently not that many people on the difficulty currently, but there will be soon enough, and this route is going to be pretty much flooded with players. But more or less, the chance of the Ancient Elite spawning in this area is very high. Like, once you defeat the Ancient Elite, it'll automatically spawn back in after like a minute or 2. It kind of depends. Like, let's say if there's multiple people in the area, most likely the other person probably defeated it, and you probably won't see it for a little while. But since you're going to be doing this solo, hopefully, you'll probably run into them pretty often. I think the respawn time for those specific enemies are probably about 5 minutes. So they won't spawn in right away, but after 5 minutes you should be able to see him. But yeah, his drop rate is really high. I know you guys just seen me defeat him and not get a legendary, but his drop rate is about like an 80% chance of it dropping a legendary. Now, the reason why I'm basing it off of the 80% chance is just because that was my 10th kill and I did not get one, but I've killed him pretty much out of the 10 times. I've gotten 8 legendary pieces from that specific Ancient Elite. And I've been unfortunate enough to have at least like 10 players in this little farming route. So we would always fight over the Ancient Elites, and usually I would never get them. But since there's no one really on here for H2, it's going to be much easier for me. And this is also my XP farm as well. The main reason why is because of the monster essence, which you can turn in over here up in the little town area. Whoops, not that. The altar. And every single time you'll pretty much get at least, I think it's like 200,000 or 300,000 XP as long as you guys are at level 60 and up. but more or less it is pretty nice. Anyways, I hope that this helps you in any way, shape, or form. Also, here's a screenshot of where all the mobs will be located at, and just to give you guys a little heads up, whenever I say mobs, I'm more or less referring to at least a group of 4 to 6 enemies at a time in each of these like little groupings. So it is a good amount of XP. Also, as a little bit of additional information, the XP per monster ranges, like the maggots will probably give you about anywhere from 80 XP all the way up to 200. The prowlers will give you anywhere from 500, depending on if you have the reduction for XP wise, all the way up to possibly, I think it's like 700 or 800 per kill. And then the bigger mobs, like the big old buffalo, I believe that's going to be giving you anywhere from 1,000 all the way up to 2,000. And the bears are probably just right underneath the buffalo enemies. I know I'm not saying the actual names of the monsters just because I don't really know them by heart. But yeah. Alright you guys, I hope that you guys found this video to be helpful in any way. If you guys did, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below if you guys have any questions pertaining to what I just talked about, or if you guys have questions about builds and stuff like that. Hopefully I can help you guys out in some sort of way, but anyways, I'll see you guys all in the next one, and have a great rest of your day. See ya!